Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Alright, we're doing Cain, the brother of Abel right there. So this is the rubber new video. I've not seen this yet.
Viewer discretion is advised. When information concerning SCP-076 was brought to the attention of SCP-073,
I've actually not sculpted this guy yet, or
073 showed
76.
familiarity with the information and was disinclined to adding to it. It then stated that it is best not to meet with SCP-076 out of consideration for all parties involved. Hello everybody, I'm the Rubber. Today,
I love his new intro. It's so interesting.
SCP-073. SCP-073, also known as Cain, appears to be a heavily tanned male of Arabic or Middle Eastern descent in his early 30s, 6'1" tall and 75 kilograms, with black hair and blue eyes.
That's what I call handsome.
Legs, spinal cord, and shoulder blades of 073 appear to have been
so he's a
replaced
cyborg?
by artificial versions of unknown make and metal.
So he's a cyborg? I knew he's the brother of Abel. I know lots of people get mixed up with, like, who's Cain and who's Abel, depending on, because of their actions.
Takes notice of this when it is pointed out, and states that it has no knowledge of how, why, or when these replacements took place, stating it had had them as long as it could remember. Examination of the unidentified metal on SCP-073 has suggested that it is beryllium bronze, a metal that has been documented as being utilized by various anomalous cultures and entities.
I did not know
In light
that.
of this discovery, the Foundation began working in an attempt
I love the
to trace
SCP
the
Foundation.
origin
It
of
is,
beryllium
like,
bronze and how
very
it initially
interesting.
spread throughout the world. When prompted, SCP-073
I love his
was able
animations.
to
It
provide
like so
information suggests that beryllium bronze originated in the
vague,
Middle East,
you know?
though the exact point of origin has yet to be determined. Further research into the origin of beryllium bronze is currently ongoing. There is also a symbol engraved into the forehead of 073, which appears to be of Sumerian origin. Symbol has of yet been untranslated, and 073 appears distressed.
Wait, why was he laughing
at
though?
all, refusing to
He
speak
was
on
distressed.
073 does need to eat and drink on a regular basis, but is strictly carnivorous, owing to its effect on plant-based items. 073 is generally polite and genial to all who speak to it, though it has been described as cold and somewhat mechanical in its speech. 073 is extremely helpful and enjoys aiding personnel in their daily actions, whatever they may be.
Look at their eyes. It's like, let me zoom in on that. Look at their eyes. That's Rubber's eyes. There. Look, they're like stars and stuff. Yeah. Exit zoom.
It has highly detailed knowledge of ancient to recent events in history, and most commonly spoken languages in the world, including ones that have since died out. 073 has professed to have a photographic memory, remembering word for word all text in an 800-page dictionary that was flipped through in a minute and a half. It has scored above average in all intelligence tests.
Oh my god, he's dabbing. Wait a second. He dabbed on them haters.
Soil, causing death to any life within a 20-meter radius.
Wait a second. There we go.
Remembering word for word all text in an 800-page dictionary
that was flipped through in a minute and a half. It has scored above average in all intelligence tests given to it. He's smart. 101.
SCP-073's presence is inimical to all life grown in soil, causing death to any life within a 20-meter radius. Any land 073 has walked on, and any within the 20-meter radius becomes barren, as all anaerobic bacteria dies, rendering the soil incapable of supporting life, until new bacteria are introduced. Anything that is derived from soil-grown life, such as wood and paper, immediately rots and disintegrates upon touch of 073.
Interesting.
Further affected derivatives include anything hydroponically
what's
grown.
that?
Any damages directly towards
What's that
073
thing on
will
his head?
reflect directly back onto the attacker, although 073 visibly
Alright,
remains
now I get it.
unharmed. Attempts to get tissue and blood samples have proven futile. When the procedure was initiated, personnel carrying out the action felt the sensation of whatever was applied to 073 and wound up with a sample of their own blood or tissue, despite the fact that all actions were directed solely at 073. Indirect damage through a medium also results in the person perpetrating the action receiving the wounds caused.
That's crazy.
Although 073 receives no actual harm from damage to its person, it is stated that it still feels the pain of the action, and has politely asked researchers to abstain from overly harmful actions to its person. In light of SCP-073's indestructible nature, photographic memory, and general will to please,
why does he have such beady eyes? Didn't Abel have like those beautiful golden gray eye, well, not golden, gray eyes, like that were really big, and he just has tiny speckles?
Command have deemed that
weird.
all information is to be backed up on 073, ensuring it is not lost in the event of a catastrophe. While this action has been met with mixed responses, 073 has agreed and sworn itself to secrecy on its part. SCP-073 was first found by the SCP Foundation in the New York Police Department, having been taken in after 073 had been found amidst the bodies of several violent gang members. 073 told police members that the gang had attempted to make fun of it, but became angry, and attempted to kill 073. Resulting in their own demise. 073 was incarcerated.
Just imagine bullying somebody and trying to kill them, and then you
073 came to the attention of the Foundation
like die
during
and
routine
do
inspection
the same
of John
thing
Doe's,
that
and was subsequently released into the Foundation's custody.
Crazy. No.
Familiarity with the information and was disinclined to adding to it. It then stated that it is best not to meet with SCP-076 out of consideration for all parties involved. SCP-076 consists of two components: a black speckled metamorphic stone.
See, I told you, the eyes. Look at those.
Late 20s. For more information about SCP-076, check out this video.
That video. This is a good video.
Rumor has it that 076-2 and 073 are based off the biblical characters Cain and Abel. In the biblical book of Genesis, Cain and Abel are the first two sons of Adam and Eve. Cain, the firstborn, was a farmer, and his brother Abel was a shepherd.
Characters.
The symbol engraved on 073's forehead is obviously the mark of Cain, and, at least according to the Bible, it makes the land barren around him. That is why all organic materials decompose when he is near. Although we're still not sure about their relationship, but we're definitely sure that 076-2 hates 073. Because upon sight of it, 076-2 became highly enraged and aggressive, killing several of the researchers. According to the Bible, Cain and Abel made sacrifices to Yahweh, the national God of the kingdoms of Israel and Judah. Each of their own produce, but Yahweh favored Abel's sacrifice instead of Cain's. Cain then murdered Abel, whereupon Yahweh punished Cain by condemning him to a life of wandering. Cain then dwelt in the land of Nod, where he built a city and fathered the line of descendants beginning with Enoch. Hence, 076-2 seems to be
look at those eyes.
as a vengeful being.
Beautiful.
He just kills and kills,
those
which seems like he is exacting revenge for being murdered by 073. Recently, a grade 3 researcher, Dorothy Zhang, from the Chinese branch, had proposed a plan to the Containment Area 25 administrator that can possibly contain SCP-076 more efficiently. Dorothy suggested to add amnestic equipment to the killing corridor inside SCP-076-2's containment measures, attempt to erase its memory about its death.
Look at the lips.
The possible outcomes of the plan include a reduction in the state of anger and a reduction in the containment process. There was no foreseen injurious consequence, and the cost was within an acceptable range. Finally, the proposal was approved. After the procedure, 076-2 has forgotten. He quieted down and murmured with an unrecognizable language, wondering where he is. He stepped out of the corridor as the guards nervously watched him. An ancient Sumerian expert was soon sent to the scene, to help communicate. He has forgotten. Staying in a standard humanoid containment room, 076-2 told the researchers that he wanted to go grazing. To satisfy his request,
what is that on
an
his
indoor
head?
farm was soon built.
What is
They were still
that?
highly alert to 076-2,
What is that?
but he had a
Wait,
great
he
time
has it now.
anyways. He asked the employees, who were dressed as biblical characters, of 073's trace.
I am
At
paying
first, they
very
got away
close
temporarily
attention.
by telling him that 073 went to travel. Though he
Lie.
became much more persistent 2 months later, and even threatened the employees. More armed forces were arranged around 076-2's farm. They tried to come up with excuses that could be accepted by 076-2, but they had never thought of one. Soon, 076-2 realized that they were lying to him. He escaped from its containment room and finally met SCP-073. Surprisingly, there were no conflicts between 073 and 076-2. 073 apologized to 076-2, though 076-2 did not appear to comprehend what the apology was for. Since then, 073 was allowed to
they're
meet with
buddies now?
076-2 periodically.
Oh my gosh, good.
After this event,
Wait.
076-2 was aging at the same speed as an ordinary human being and was estimated to die in a few years. By then, Containment
Coffin
Area
dance, of
25
course.
should recover all
Course.
special containment
Coffin
methods that were
dance.
used to contain SCP-076. The current 076-2 remained its state of death for 10 years, in which no 076-2 has been
Then it was
produced
just
from
so nice.
076-1 since. 076-2 is now considered neutralized.
It's actually, I think this is the
SCP-073
first
is currently kept
neutralized
inside
threat,
17,
or
a two-room
SCP
cell
that he has
furnished with
actually
all
done.
non-organic
Not sure
furniture
about
and
this.
items, and a bathroom.
Now,
073
SCP-076-2
can freely
is
wander the
neutralized.
facility and eat in the main canteen. A tracking device has been attached to SCP-073's
Oh, I
person
can't believe it.
and is not to be removed. It is disallowed any contact with the surface and is not allowed outside the facility.
Still
It
gonna
is also
sculpt it.
not allowed to have any contact with plant-based SCPs under any circumstances.
307
Violence is not to be used against 073
wire was
under any
that's
circumstances.
contagious.
Remember to check
No.
out my new animation
Ooh,
channel, The Rubber Talks,
I watched
where I
that.
share my life story, thoughts, and opinions. Just click on the link in the description to enter the Rubber's world. Before
That was
we end
fire.
This video, we are proud
That
to present
was
these incredibly sweet
insane.
pieces of fan
I
art.
did not.
A big
Wait a second,
thank
let's
you
watch
to
the fan
all of
art.
you. You
I'm
can now
actually
send
going
us
to
your
submit my
and
fan
we'll be
art,
more than happy to
which
show off your
is
best art piece in our next video. Check out our description below on how to
SCP.
submit. I hope you enjoyed today's video.
I
Which
loved it.
SCP do you want to see
I
in the
enjoyed it
next video,
very
and why
much.
it is
Can't wait for
interesting?
next week.
Let us know in the comment
Alright,
below.
goodbye.
We will